I don't always buy my toys online, but when I do, I buy from BigBadToyStore.com.
Hello, my faithful nerdettes and neckbeards, and welcome back to Spider's Toy Review here on Crumbs Studios at youtube.com/Crumbs. I'm your host, James, better known as Spider with a Pie, and today we're looking at the John J. Rambo figure from First Blood. This is from NECA Toys, and in typical NECA fashion, they just knocked it out of the park with this one. The detail in the paint app, it's got a great sculpt that doesn't hinder the posability at all. If I were to have a gripe about this figure, it would be that he is showing way too much teeth in the sneer. And I would have liked to see some thickness built up in the nose. The flesh tone makes his nose really translucent. Also, the ammo belts can unhook, but there's no real need to. I did it once, and now I can't really get it to stay. I'm afraid that it's going to fall off just looking at it. I took it out to try and fit it into the side of his M60, and that did not bode well. It just falls right out of the sucker. But speaking of, look at the detail in this. This ain't your G.I. Joe's accessories. No, sir. Or ma'am, if you are a ma'am watching this. I like to have the weapon strap wrapped up around the stock of the gun there. But it does come undone. It's just you can't really get a whole lot of posability with it over his shoulder like it's supposed to. But there's the weapon sling. You see? And it's got a spot here that looks like it should fit the ammo belt. But they just pop out and it's not worth it. He comes with an alternate hand. This is his knife in hand. Or, yeah, we're not going to get into what else that hand could be used for. But it is made to hold his combat knife, which isn't going to focus. Get off screen. Why aren't you focusing? Anyways, trust me, the knife is really detailed. Go back in there. Getting the hands on and off is a little bit of a challenge. The ball socket is really tiny, or the ball in the wrist is really tiny, and the hole in the hand is even tinier. You could also use this for a bro fist hand if you were so inclined, I suppose. But let's look at the posability and range of motion on this guy. Now, there is a ball socket in the neck, but his mullet kind of gets in the way of that. But it's got pretty good range. Full rotation in the arm. It's also on a ball socket. Same with the elbow. And the wrist. The wrist has like a little stem with a ball on it. And look at this. They even went and put all little creases in his hand. I'm impressed, NECA. You've outdone yourselves on this figure. He's got a ball rotate and swivel thingy in his abdomen. A ball socket hip. So you can do some Elvis or some Kung Fu or something. Ball socket in the knee and in the ankle. Looking at this figure, I now know why the Kaiju knife head didn't have any ball sockets. They all went into this guy. Isn't that right, NECA? Don't be afraid to admit it. The paint, blood spatter up on his arm. As you rotate it, it does, separate out a bit. And looks kind of weird. But it's not that bad, really. It could have been a lot worse. But I highly recommend this figure to anyone that's a fan of Stallone or Rambo or awesome action figures or I just recommend this action figure. Just buy it. I don't care if you like toys or not. If you see this guy on the shelf, pick him up. And if you don't see him on the shelf and you really want him, go to BigBadToyStore.com via the link in the description below. There you'll be able to find him and NECA and all kinds of other awesome action figures and collectible goodies for really reasonable prices. That's it for this review, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. I appreciate everyone that does. Until next time, this has been Spider saying be safe and take it easy. I'm out.
Go! I'm thirsty. Oh, yeah! Who wants to go?
Cure! Cure!